Chicago's drill rappers often find themselves living in the underworld full of chaos and violence, predominantly caused by poverty and lack of resources. The effects demonstrated repeatedly in the King Vons and the Little Jeffs, leaving the majority with little to no hope of making it out, therefore becoming solely dependent upon the one thing that has been proven to actually work: drill music. Its influence displayed heavily by Chicago's icons, Chief Keef and Lil Durk. But as of recently, a new artist has emerged, OTF Chucky.
Before we don't see eye to eye. Niggas be talking to the boys, stop flying. Pulling up fast shit, spot on IP down. Head shot, he fall, hit him on his spine. Get him going, but back my Cobra sign. Fuck around, we out, niggas know we slang. Catch a goofy on the block, he know he down. You ever get caught, don't drop that down. Got some niggas did shit and they doing their time. Put his ass on the shirt. 40 grade, nigga really push shit in the dirt. Shorts and drinks every time we battle out, climb up pronto.
Raised on Chicago's low end, located on the city's south side, Chucky grew up the oldest out of 5 siblings. Like most of us, he grew up living a normal childhood despite such dormant conditions and would jump off the porch at just 13, 14 years old. He attended Thornridge High School, but would be later expelled his sophomore year for fighting and would have to attend the GED program at a local college. Chucky would attempt to follow through with this endeavor in hopes to make his mother happy, completely unaware of the career that lies ahead of him. Growing up in Chicago isn't that simple though. Similar to many cities within the US, particularly LA, avoiding gang culture is almost impossible to accomplish as a minority. One of the main reasons being that almost everyone around you is already involved. Chucky would eventually fall victim to this cycle, adopting the culture under the BDs. He would spend his teenage years indulging in street activities. However, some Reddit users still have managed to question the depth of his direct involvement, thirsty to quench their appetite for an artist's bloodbathing backstory, detailing every drill they've ever been on in their social medias live, something rappers seem to be doing every day now. But Chucky is one of few that has been taking a more discreet approach, expressing how much he hates interviews, and instead of self-incrimination, he's been glorifying the fact that he was able to escape such conditions at just 18 years old, something that's very rare where he's from. The oldest of 5 other siblings and a mom that drove an Uber by day, Chucky grew motivated to self-reflect on a way out and decided to try rapping. After getting kicked out of school, now having an excessive amount of time on his hands, Chucky spent 2 months in his room recording songs on BandLab and uploading daily to Instagram Reels, growing his followers to around 30,000. The craft would seem to come easy to Chucky with his first song, What They Gon' Do, being leaked as an unreleased track. It became favored locally and amongst his friends, motivating him to drop the song. Chucky, unaware of how DistroKid's distribution mechanisms work, thought that it would only be uploaded to YouTube. Surprisingly, he would check his streams and see that it was in fact uploaded to all platforms and was sitting at around 200,000 streams, gaining instant traction.
One of my songs, What They Gonna Do, that bitch was floating around like an unreleased though. That bitch wasn't published. That bitch was floating around and unreleased. Motherfucker used to send me videos and screen record my fucking story and send it to me like, boy, you should drop that. So I'm like, got fed up at one day and I'm downloaded this app called DistroKid, because I heard you could put songs on Instagram. So I'm thinking that shit only gonna put on Instagram. So I paid for the shit and uploaded it and motherfucker got to put it on Instagram. Whole time that shit dropped on every platform. I ain't even know that shit was out. I checked that shit at like 200. That shit at like $2 for them gray.
Today, What They Gon' Do sits at 1.2 million views on YouTube as of this video, as an audio upload. Over the demonic-like beat, Chucky raps in his congested-like voice and his unorthodox-like flow about boxing and his ops and being mad he knows them because they're broke. The success of this song created a buzz for him that the drill community couldn't ignore, catching the attention of Lil Durk. Having mutual friends with the drill icon set a tone for the two artists to only make the situation make more sense. Durk, being a well-established artist and having had 10 years of experience, in my opinion, will only add fuel to Chucky's fire.
Shout out Smirk.
Yeah. How did that connection happen?
Great. Moral of the story, folks. Day before my birthday, we was at the crib. We was with my nigga Big L. everybody in that bitch, and the nigga Chucky was basically telling me like Blood was basically looking into me and shit, and like he was gonna want to sign me and shit. And I was talking to this label, Alamo, and you know, Smirk early on in his career, he signed to Alamo and shit. So it was just like everything was connecting dots. We just locked in, made that shit happen, bro. Them thorough as hell. Phone them, love the fuck out them gang.
Yeah.
His next big drop would be Nike Tech, which sits at 1 million views on YouTube as of this video, and King Tut, which Chucky states is his favorite song ever, would be dropped shortly after, also becoming a success. Having just released his latest project, Tweak Till the End, Chucky starts the intro, Silver Spoon, off by chanting his signature ad-lib, "Come Here," vividly painting the picture of him chasing down one of his favorite ops like a lion on his prey. He completes the project with his signature choice of beats, a dark, chilling piano-like melody that will perfect for a new Saw soundtrack. His Me vs. Me song sits at 6.9 million views as an audio on YouTube, showing obvious indications that it's highly favored amongst the people. Chucky, only rapping for a little over a year, has been able to sidestep many obstacles and challenges despite growing up in Chicago at just 18 years old, and this is only the beginning. His name may be chuckywackem, but I don't think none of us can ignore the success of Chucky the rapper.
We ain't the one you can run from. Now you on your rumper. Every time they get clapped in the rack, they calling me, but ain't even done nothing. Maybe these old pound pump out with Swiss and Drakes, and that's something to run for.